Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I go by the Crowman, you know the drill. It's November, or it's going to be November soon, and I decided to do monthly prediction videos on this channel because I feel like this channel has some hope that it could take off one day if I actually put more effort into it. So without further ado, here are the options. From the Raven's Wand Oracle, a rare bloom. Group number 1, you will be a rare bloom. Group number 2 will be the gift. Group number 3 will be Founding Day. And then group number 4 will be Winter's Throne. I'll give you a minute to pick. Some advice for picking the right pile. Choose with your gut intuition, not so much which one seems to resonate with you. That's why I chose oracle cards instead of tarot cards, so that way it'd be less likely that you'd know the meaning. I like to choose with playing cards. Alright, we'll get started with a rare bloom. Alright, for those of you who chose a rare bloom, light my candle. My friend gave me this candle. It's Candleberry. It's his boyfriend's company. So shout out to that. Or at least he sells things from there. I'm not sure how it works, actually. Watch me lying my ass off on my YouTube channel. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna read from the booklet for a rare bloom, and this is gonna be your energy. Flora Grey Swan lost an eye as punishment for being a witch. Since childhood, she has struggled to accept the hurt, anger, and even misplaced shame. She has a good reason to feel these things, but she knows her eye patch will always be with her. So what good can dwelling on the past pain do? She tells herself with this whenever she sinks into self-pity, and instead focuses on nurturing the earth. For she is Wildwood's most gifted garden witch. Immersed in her garden, she feels secure and sometimes dares wonder if hardship has in fact made her stronger. So yeah, from that I'm getting that you're the type of person, you have been through some shit. I'm not worried about getting monetized yet, so I'm gonna swear all I want. You have been through some fucked up shit. You have seen things other people would not be able to make it out of without being traumatized, and these things have made you stronger. Normally I wouldn't say that trauma makes you stronger. I would say trauma makes you weaker, but it seems to me that you're the type of person, just something about you, the way you are. You have taken these hardships and you have grown from them. You have learned from them, and it's just made you a stronger person. Because you've managed to overcome your traumas. Maybe not completely. There may be, like, you know, she still misses her eye. But at the end of the day, she's a stronger witch, and that's you. Alright? Let's see, I think I will read from the Mystical Manga Tarot today. What will the first week of February bring? February, I'm sorry. I promise, November. What will November bring, my pile number ones? Okay, we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Something's moving slowly. What is it? I would drop the card. I would drop the card. At least I look cutish today, so when I bend over and... the moon. It's not clear. Or it's going to be different for everyone. Or perhaps you're going to be feeling sluggish the first week of November. Staying in touch with your intuition will help you through this time. Can I have more information about this? You may be afraid to do something that scares you in the first week of November. And, like, say there's something you want to do, some phone call you want to make maybe. I'm thinking real small time here, but some job opportunity you want to seek, and things are going slowly in this first week because you're too afraid to take the plunge. But as strong as you are, I see you getting through it. Spirit guides, can I have some more information? Ten of Burdens, yeah. There's some kind of burden that you need to release. Or, more rather, it may not be a burden that you're able to release, so I should specify that. I'm still a little unsure what's going on. Okay. Nine of Swords. It was on the bottom of the deck and I just picked it up and it fell out. Yeah, things may be holding you back. I'm getting a bad mental health day for the first week in November. And that's unfortunate. No one wants to hear that, but I do expect things like this to pop out because I have a lot of traumatized followers because I'm a traumatized person, and I feel like us traumatized people, we're just drawn to each other. It's like, oh, you understand. Okay. You have trauma, I have trauma, we understand each other. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're having a hard time tapping into your most optimistic, outward energy. There may be some, like, I get that normally you are this Queen of Wands archetype to some extent, but, you know, despite your fiery nature, sometimes you have a hard time tapping into that. Let's see what the outgoing, that was the word I was looking for. Some of you are either outgoing, or if you're not extroverted, you might be a wounded extrovert. Or you may just be very lonely and you're talkative because of that. But I'm getting different types of people here, so take what resonates and the rest is for somebody else in your group. I'm flipping through this book as slowly as possible. Hurry it up! Okay, I wanted to see what this book said about the Queen of Wands, because it always has an interesting take on the court cards. It kind of characterizes them a little, and I think that might help you learn something about yourself today. So it says, the Queen of Wands understands and wields her personal power. She draws strength and confidence from her will and does so with charm and grace, which attracts a lot of admiration. While very self-determined, she is not self-centered and wants to inspire others to experience their own inner power and will, whether they are ready to do so or not. In that sense, she can sometimes push or control others with the best of intentions, but with complete disregard for their anxiety. And one of the reversal meanings it offers is denying your own potential, and I feel like that is more what I'm seeing with this reading based on the other cards around it. I don't feel that you're being pushy, or bossy. I combined that into one. Bushy. Okay. And I don't feel like you're misusing your power. I feel like you're having a hard time tapping into your innermost power. Like this at the beginning, you may have resonated with it, but you were afraid that this pile wasn't for you because in this first week of November, you're not feeling it. You may be feeling this a little bit in October too. For those of you who are Patreon supporters, you'll get this video before November. Anyway, it offers advice for the Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands is you, right? And it says to know who you are and the full extent of your personal power and use it wisely. By acting from a place of power, you encourage others to do the same. So I get the impression that you inspire a lot of people without really realizing that you're inspiring people. You walk around doing your day-to-day and you inspire people because of all the things you've been through, and people know you've been through some shit. They know that you've seen some fucked up shit, that you've lived through some fucked up shit. They know. And they respect you all the more because of that. How much time do I have left? I have 19 minutes left. I've spent about 10 minutes gabbing on the first week. But to be fair, it does seem like a crappy week. My eyeliner ripped off of my glasses. Oh well, whatever. We're not here for that today. You can't even see me right now. I wish I had a table set up to where I could be on the other end of the table and you could see me do the reading, because it helps me connect with people when I can see the person there doing the reading. So I wish I could do that for others, but I don't have a lot of space, so I'm unable to do that kind of reading. Spirit guides, what can we expect for the second week of November? Ace of Wands. You're getting that spark back. This was just a temporary down, a temporary setback, a temporary burden. You're getting your spark back. Well, actually, no, I don't think the burden is temporary. I think you're just becoming stronger than the burden, or dropping it if it's something that's holding you back, like a toxic partner or something like that. King of Cups in reverse just came out. Yeah, for some of you guys, some of you are shedding a partner. What are some other potential... Spirit guides, what are some potential burdens being released during this time? Could be a toxic friend as well. Somebody that you love deeply but is holding you back. Or a career that you love deeply that's holding you back. Knight of Coins, yeah, some of you are moving on to a better financial opportunity. Like, say you had this job and it served you well for the time it did, but you just had to leave, and you've got your new job now, or you're getting a new job. And for some of you that may be disappointing to hear, because we can get attached, you know, to our coworkers and such, but I get this impression that you're moving on, that you're dropping a burden. Or that you need to drop a burden. Something like that. Spirit guides, anything else for the second week? Nada. What about the third week? Alright. For the third week, we have the Hierophant. Some of you may be going back to church or school, some kind of organized environment. What is it, Spirit Guides? I know you want to say something. Strength. Okay. Now, for some of you, some religious experiences. For others of you, I really get the impression that you're going back to school. But that's kind of weird for a mid-November reading. The Emperor in reverse popped out. I don't know. I guess some of you could be taking some courses that are... What do they call those courses that are only half a semester long? Or some of you could just be enrolling in college, looking at colleges. But you're finding a lot of strength during this time, so that's good. I get the impression you're getting that Queen of Wands back. You got that spark back in you. Now, why the Emperor in reverse? You may ignore your intuition. Shit, I dropped the cards. I wasn't even thinking about them. You may be tempted to ignore your intuition during this time, and I'm going to take that as a warning not to do that. But why did the Emperor in reverse just fly out, Spirit? Leaving behind a man, maybe? Because, you know, the Eight of Cups is often leaving something behind. There may be a male authority figure that you are leaving behind in the third week of November. Maybe some of you put in your 2 weeks notice around here. Yeah, the Tower, I see an ending. There's some kind of ending coming for you this month, and with the Nine of Wands, I feel like it's something you're prepared for. You're in control. This isn't like a tower that's shattering you. This is a tower you've created because you know that on the other side of that tower, there's room to go up. Spirit Guides, what are we achieving here? Three of Wands. For some of you, you'll get to travel. Hold on. I always get the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands confused, so I'm going to look them up. I'm so embarrassing. I'm like the only tarot reader on YouTube who will sit there and get out the book when they forget the meaning of a card. I swear everyone else either memorized all the cards already or they just hide it really well. Okay. Two of Wands, that's the one where he's holding the earth. That's the one where he's traveled. But, okay. Choices have been made and actions have been taken. Initial responses show early indications of success, but the story isn't over yet. Now it's time to wait and see what happens. Like the figure in the card, you are waiting for your ship to come. Will it be laden with treasures, or will the contents fall short of your expectations? Advice: make use of this time by doing what you can to help things along and plan for your next step. Okay, so that's what's waiting for you on the other end of the tower. You are waiting for the next big thing. This is like the friendliest tower card I've ever seen, but strictly because it's so in your control. You're on top of it. You're in control of whatever this is. Death, yeah. It's an ending that you are in control of. What about the 4th week of November? Just push all those up. What about the 4th week of November, Spirit Guides? Because the 3rd week, it just seems like a transitional sort of period. How much time do I have left to read this? I have 11 minutes left to get through this. Well, I guess if worse comes to worse, I can just pause the camera. I mean, the camera will go out and I can just press record again. I hate how cameras do that, but whatever. Fourth week, 2 of Cups. Spirit Guides, why the 2 of Cups? Spirit Guides, why the 2 of Cups for the 4th week? Okay, I saw the 7 of Cups, but I wasn't sure if it was for us or not, but it fell out, so it must be for us. By this week, you've realized that you had options. Both in friendship, romance, whatever the case, you have options. Whatever this Emperor is that you left behind earlier, which could be a male, an authority figure especially, but just any man. I guess it could be any man that you're leaving behind. I see you replacing them by the end of the month. Maybe you've got on Tinder or something, or made friends on the Bumble, or however this works. I don't know. Okay, I'm a millennial. I was thinking about it. I have been thinking about it for myself lately, but I don't know what other people do, how other people make friends. You'll have to tell me. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's some newness. New inspiration. I'm thinking for some of you, for some people this is a new job. For some people this is a new religious experience. And for others it's a new friend. And for others it's a new romance. But either way, you have your wits about you. You are the one doing the choosing. What about the last couple days of whatever month it is? November. 10 of Pentacles. Man, this is a lot going on in a month. And the King of Coins in reverse? What? How can we have the 10 of Pentacles upright and the King of Coins in reverse? Explain. Balance, Page of Swords. Okay, it wants me to calm down. This isn't like a miracle. You aren't going to miraculously achieve all of your manifestations by the end of November, but a lot of your manifestations will be coming true because you worked hard, you knew you had options, and you were in control of that tower. You were in control of the endings, and you were in control of your new beginnings as well. There's going to be balance in your finances. And you're going to learn a lot of new things, especially those of you who are going back to school. Maybe you're taking a class or something. It doesn't have to be a traditional school. You could be doing Kung Fu, for example. That's something I used to do. I miss that. But due to personal reasons, I can't do it anymore. But anyway. What else can we expect by the end of November? Some conflict. Be aware of conflicts. There may be some pushback. Other people are not going to like that you're in control of your own life. And all I have to say to that is, fuck them. You're a rare bloom. You do what you want. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands in reverse. Indecision, a deal falls through, or a lack of vision. Okay, some of you guys, I don't think a deal is falling through for you because we've gotten so many positive cards. Unless, of course, you wanted it to fall through on some level. Because I'm getting that you are in control of the situation. So if something fails, it's because deep down you didn't want it. But for most of you, For most of you, I think that there's going to be some indecision. Because you have so many options. But I think you'll be able to make a choice in the end. Spirit guides. I can't show you this card. It's got nipples on it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set it aside. We're going to get a different card. Spirit guides, show me a different card with a conjunct meaning. Conjunct, such the wrong word. Very much can't talk. Okay, Judgment. Yeah, you're setting the seeds for something big to happen in your life. Can I have more information about this? What about extending a little bit into December? Let's dip our toes into December. How is all of this going to affect December? Justice in reverse and the Six of Coins in reverse. I'm confused. Okay, let me specify. Let me clarify. When I say all this, I mean the choice they make. What choice are they going to make, and how is it going to affect the coming months? The Star and the Eight of... Okay, I heard it's binding. When you've made your decision, you're kind of stuck with it. But we got the Star along with it. Some of that trauma is still going to be underneath. I hate to say that, but it is. But with the Star, I mean, the Star is pretty much the best card in all of tarot. And, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I think you'll have made the right decision by the end of November. Oh, and the card I couldn't show you, by the way, was the Devil. The Devil card in this deck, in the Mystical Manga Tarot, it's real horny. It's very not rated G. Spirit guides, can I have more information about this Eight of Swords here? Alright, there may be some surprise hiccups with finances. Can I have more information? Surprise hiccup in finances. Okay, and the cards we drew next were the Six of Pentacles upright and the Four of Pentacles. You're going to want to save your money this month as much as you can. It may be that you have to give some money to others, like, or you're going to feel like you're in a position where being charitable is... Yeah, I got it. You're gonna make me hit the record button again. Like a friend may be in need or something like that, and you're going to want to hold on to your money for your own best interest. But you're also going to want to help your friend. Something like that coming up. Some precarious situation where you want to give money, you want to be charitable, but I also see you trying to hold on to your money. Can I have more information on this? Yeah, a little bit of a stroke of bad luck there. But we got the Page of Cups, and that's not bad. It could be that you have a new partner. Yeah, you see, I can't talk. He's a bit of a financial drain. Got the Four of Cups. There may be a gift you're being given that you don't quite want. I've pretty much reached the bottom of this deck. There's not much left. I'm feeling like the messages are getting kind of regurgitated. So I'm going to go ahead. Like, they're feeling less and less relevant because we've reached pretty much the end of this tarot deck. You know, there's only a percentage of it left. So I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle to see what other messages are relevant to your November. Besides, we're also dipping into December, and the further out you go in a tarot reading, in my experience, the less likely it is to stay true. Like every annual prediction I've ever done, for the first 6 months it's super accurate, but then it starts to drip off. And that's because life choices we make and stuff like that can really impact a tarot reading. You know, take everything with a grain of salt because it can easily be changed. So, I think that's part of why I'm getting such mixed vibes for your December, and it's not really coming through, so. Let's see. Spirit guides, can I have more information about the end of their November? What they're achieving, what they're leaving behind, that sort of information. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of Course Moon. It was upside down. So you're leaving behind something. It's time to take action, you know. Time to leave behind what's not working and take action. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay. That's good. That's excellent news. Shout out to my Patreon. I'm kidding. You don't have to support me on Patreon. And I dropped the cards again. Shimmy down and get that. What do you need to release? Emotions are running high, and it takes time to bring it out. Yeah. So what about for the end? Like after they've made their choice? Oh, I guess we have an answer for that. Prosperity lies ahead. For those of you who are getting a spiritual message more so than a new job or a new lover or whatever, balance spirituality and practicality. A new romantic cycle begins, so for some of you this is a new romantic cycle. Nothing is yet set in stone. This is stuff that you haven't gotten to yet. But expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and communication is key. Use your words. You are the Queen of Wands. So use your words, use your power, and get what you want. That is my advice for you coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching your reading for your November, even though I kept forgetting what month it was, and things started trailing off there a little bit at the end. Started getting a little more unsure of the messages as it got further and further out. But then again, I guess not all of you are going to make the same decisions and find yourself in the same predicament. It may be very well that for some of you, this Page of Swords is going to be more relevant than this Eight of Swords. You know. Well, that's it. If you want to see more tarot readings, check out my channel. Please subscribe. And if you really enjoy my readings, I have more available on Patreon. And those are $11.11 a month. Or $11.11 for 1 month. And you can watch as many as you want in 1 month. And then leave. That's what I would do, honestly. But I should have more time to make more readings coming up because I recently quit my job and got another one doing part-time work. And this one's in the evenings, which is great because I work better in the mornings than the evenings, so I can get more done. Yeah, I guess that's it. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. See y'all. Alrighty, for those of you who chose group number 2, you are the gift. Light my candle here. This was a sample given to me by a friend. I think I'll ask him if they sell them online. If so, I'll plug them for y'all. It's Candleberry. Anyway. First I'm going to read from the book about the card that you picked because I don't believe it's a coincidence that you chose this card. As children we long to grow up, while as adults we sometimes ask ourselves where the magic of childhood vanished to. But we can have both, a childlike wonder and adult wisdom. Sarah St. Anthony's gift from the young Grifflet is a beautiful feather. Grifflet, I've never heard that word before. Baby griffin, I suppose. It must be. Let it remind you that although the years roll on, so too do the wonders. All you need to do is remember how to see them, just as we did as children. If you can appreciate the sound of rain tapping against glass, or be captivated by the birdsong enough to stop whatever you're doing, then you reconnect with the magic of the ordinary. Now this is your energy. I'm really curious about your energy, so I'm going to read some more. I'm going to use the Mystical Manga Tarot. What I just read from was the Raven's Wand Oracle. I almost said Ravenswood. No. Okay. Can I have more information about their energy? It's a very gentle sort of energy. Queen of Coins. Sorry about this shuffling, it's just not wanting to come out. And the Knight of Coins. Alright. You're a very financially conscious person. And you're resourceful as well. And I think you're either getting in touch with your inner child or Spirit wants you to get in touch more with your inner child. Though you're a great caretaker as well. I think I'll also read what this book says, what the Mystical Manga Guidebook says about the Queen of Pentacles, because I think it'll resonate with you, and if it doesn't, this probably isn't your November. The Queen of Coins knows that comfortable and beautiful environments help people be their best selves. She's the master of do-it-yourself and turning trash into treasures. If there is joy to be found in making a gourmet meal out of a few eggs and a potato, she will find that joy and serve a wonderful dinner complete with lovely place settings. With her, no matter the project, details will always be taken care of. And the advice is to create as much comfort and beauty in your world as you can and pay attention to the smallest of details. And then for the Knight, because this book has interesting things about the guidebook. I know it's so annoying when readers get out the guidebook, but especially for a tarot card, but you're just going to have to bear with me, because I don't even have these all completely memorized. Divinatory meaning the Knight of Coins is devoted, loyal, and steadfast. He understands the importance of timing, waiting patiently until the right moment to act. When resources are lacking, he's great at figuring out how to make something from nothing. In our world of instant gratification, he knows that some things take time, and consequently can be trusted to stay committed for the long term. And the advice is to take your time and make the most out of what you have and cultivate patience. So this is either the energy you have now or the energy that Spirit knows you are capable of. And if that resonates with you, then this is definitely your November. I'm gonna sneak these in here. The technical difficulties. I just want them both to be visible. Now, come on. A hiccup there, excuse me. That was a really gross hiccup. It sounded like a pig squealing or something. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, well. Whatever. Let's just get into your November. I've rambled long enough. I've been rambling for 15 minutes now. Okay, I'm seeing some conflict right off the bat. And that's why you need to hang on to this energy so much. Because I am sensing some conflict brewing. What type of conflict do we have? Spirit guides, what kind of conflict is pile number 2, group number 2, having in November? Okay, we got a lot of cards, a lot more than I would normally want to read, but here we go. It's going to be different for all of you, I suppose. With the Hanged Man, I see you kind of stoically taking it. And with the Lovers in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing some kind of conflict with an ex, maybe. Could be your baby daddy or mommy. Or it could be a current partner. hopefully not a current partner. I hate to read a breakup right at the start of your November, but it could also be a friend. So, do be cautious. Because there's going to be some kind of conflict with a friend, a lover, or an ex. We have Queen of Wands in reverse. So somebody, if that doesn't resonate, it could be somebody with a fiery personality that kind of bulldozes you. And that may be part of why we have this Hanged Man. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting a message not to be scared because you're going to have good luck. You're going to have a positive outcome as long as you stay stoic and accept it. Whatever is thrown at you. Hopefully you guys can avoid this argument. It's possible for some of you it may not even occur, but for a lot of you I'm seeing some kind of interpersonal struggle at the beginning of the month. Or it could be at the end of the month, but sometime during the month of November. It could be early October if you're a patron. I mean late October if you're a patron. Because this will be posted before November 1st. Spirit guides, can I have more information about... Yeah, I see you not engaging with some kind of conflict. It could be an annoying political discussion or something where you just like plug your ears and just kind of ignore it. Something like that. Or it could just be some gossip that they're trying to suck you into, but you're just not into it. I see you dodging this conflict the best you can. And hopefully it won't blow up. I don't think it'll blow up because we have the Wheel of Fortune, so I don't think this will be too bad. Again, okay, I can't show this card because it has big nipples on it. But we got the Devil. Yeah, it could be that the person you're arguing with or avoiding an argument with has this kind of energy. I'll tell you what, I'll just slide the Lovers on top of it. There you go. So now you can't see it. I mean, you don't really have the best angle anyway because I don't have a good setup. What I really want is I want a setup where I have a camera pointing down at the cards and another one pointing at my face at the end of the table. So that way you can really get a full view of what I'm doing. But we're talking like far into the channel's future when I'm able to afford like a house and a good setup and everything like that. What about the second week of November? Put all this in the first pile right here. I see the Emperor in reverse. Why is the Emperor in reverse in this reading? The Fool. Okay. If the beginning resonated with you, but you're like, this is my potential, not where I'm at, I see you kind of having a hard time with it on the second week. Maybe you're hungover from that argument or whatever. But I see some temptations toward more foolish, you know, losing touch with that Emperor energy. So, guys, can I have more information? I'm a little confused myself. And I think that the person I'm reading for can tell. Okay, yeah, we got the Six of Cups, so this is definitely relating to the beginning here. Because the Six of Cups is often nostalgia, but I see it as an inner child card as well. So keep in mind that connecting with your inner child doesn't mean being foolish. And it doesn't mean dropping the ball with your responsibilities. Though it may be that you would just want to... Some of you are just going to want to be held during this time. You're not going to want to be this boss, this queen of coins. You just want to be held. But I'm going to tell you right now that's impossible because you have to be your own emperor. Well, I'm not going to say it's impossible for you to be held. That's a little ridiculous, but you know what I mean, right? I hope you know what I mean. Three of Cups. You can definitely find comfort in other people during this time. That's good, because I was worried that that argument was like your only friend or something, and that that would suck. But good to see you have other friends. You seem to have your life together more than most of the people I read for, to be honest. I mostly read for people who have crappy lives like mine. Maybe that's why my Patreon is so low. Nobody can afford to support it. Whoopsie, I dropped a card. Wait, dropping cards isn't coincidence though. So we've got the Four of Coins in reverse. Avoid being overly miserly or overly spendy. Excuse me, hiccup again. That one was gross. It came out like a burp. Anything else for the second week of November for our group number? Okay. I hear you're not ready for adulting. You may be overreacting to a situation. Picking a fight, maybe. Nah, I don't think most of you would be picking fights. That's a potential meaning of this card, but... maybe being overly defensive about your finances. Maybe there's been a small hiccup in your finances, and that's part of what the Emperor in reverse is. Your finances and you being a little overly concerned, but you are the Queen of Coins, so this is a temporary, not even a setback for you. Can I have more information, Spirit Guides? Judgment. So, what you've set up, what you spent all this time setting up isn't going to crumble overnight. You are being judged, in other words, for the way you've lived your life thus far, and financially speaking, most of you have a pretty stable life, and that's not going to fall apart. Let me see when Mercury retrograde is, because this is giving me Mercury retrograde vibes. No, next one is in December. Maybe now is the good time to get your ducks in a row, though. I believe in Mercury retrograde because my home computer that I use for my home business got totally borked once during the Mercury retrograde in Cancer. So, let's see, any last information about the second week of November? that's about it for the second week. Still a little puzzled what's going on there, but... Alright, moving on to the third week of November. Five of Swords. Hold on. I'm getting the Five of Swords confused with the Five of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Conflict is getting worse. Mid-November. Page of Coins and Ten of Cups. Okay, so there may be some arguments at home. This sucks. I hate this reading. I'm sorry. How much time do I have left? 3 minutes? We're not going to get through this whole thing in 3 minutes. I'm just going to have to restart the camera. I'll do that right now, as a matter of fact. No, I'll wait. What are we fighting about? The Hierophant and death. Okay, so there may be a difference of religion, a difference in education, something about hot issues, an argument about death. Normally I don't read the death card as being exactly about death, but there may be, I heard Israel and Palestine. That's definitely a really controversial issue. Stuff like that. It may be that there's somebody you're not getting along with at home. That's unfortunate to hear. Is there anything else going on in November by any chance? Because this is pretty much all I've gotten is squabbling. I thought this would be such a wholesome reading too, because your card was the gift, and then we got the Queen of Coins. I'm like, oh, this is a really wholesome person. They're gonna have a really wholesome November. But no. No. Of course not. Spirit guides, anything else going on in their November? Okay. Okay. Alright, those fell out later, and I'm gonna say that they don't make sense. We got the Five of Cups, the Two of Coins, the Three of Wands, the Hermit, Strength, and the Moon. Okay, I have a better idea. Spirit, can you condense that into like 2 cards for me, please? The more cards I get, the more confused I get, alright? Alright, we got 1 card. Alright, that was the first one that came out. Five of Cups, disappointment. Yeah, there's going to be some disappointments this November. Anything else going on in November? Four of Wands. Normally I would read this as a wedding, but a wedding in November, that sounds a little ridiculous. Who the hell is getting married in November? I've heard of people getting married in October, but November? Really? If whoever this is for, the one person here who's having a November wedding, leave a comment telling me who's getting married. Because I'm like, what? Okay, we were absent for a little bit because my memory card was out of space. So. Where were we? A wedding in November, and I was like, what the hell? It could also be a party. This could also be Thanksgiving. I didn't think of that for some reason. But yeah, the Four of Wands can be any kind of party, or really any kind of celebration. I just usually think of it as a wedding, especially in this card in particular, because I mean, just look at it. But yeah, this could also just be Thanksgiving. For those of you who got invited to one of those. Or I know not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. I think maybe Canada has one at a different time of year or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we were on the third week. Anything else going on third week? King of Swords. Spirit wants you to keep your wits about you. Especially if this turns out to be a political discussion, which I kind of got off of the Hierophant and Death. Keep your wits about you and try not to get emotional, because getting emotional will just make it so much more worse. So much more worse. That's terrible grammar. Well, whatever. Whatever. Nobody cares about grammar here. Unless you do. Unless you're an English teacher, in which case, hello. Or worse, a history teacher. I always found that the history teachers care more about grammar than the English teachers. But anyway. What about the 4th week of November? Burdens. Okay, that's great. Is this at least a good kind of burden? Or is this just life? It seems to be getting more hectic around the holidays. Okay. Dropped that card. The Hermit. Some of you guys will be spending the holidays alone, but that's not for everyone. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. Maybe your friends will invite you over. King of Coins in reverse. That's interesting, because we got the Queen of Coins and the Knight of Coins both upright. So for the King of Coins to be in reverse, something's up with this week. You're just having a harder time functioning, I see. Yeah, I heard gimme gimme. Holiday shopping, it's a bitch. You can always do Secret Santas if it gets overwhelming for you. You can always tell people, hey, look, my finances aren't looking their best right now. Can we do a Secret Santa instead? Or can we skip the gift giving this year? You can always, the sooner in advance you do that, the better, if you need to. This reading is bumming me out. Is there anything happy to look forward to in November, Spirit Guides? The Page of Cups, a new somebody is pursuing you. Not necessarily a new romantic interest, but somebody is pursuing you. Okay. Are they the one, Spirit Guides? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a daydream person. You know, the kind of person that you'd let into your daydreams, but not into your life. But either way, it can be quite flattering. Yeah, you're just feeling a little off balance this month, and that's why we got these messages about balance at the beginning. Is there anything else, Spirit Guides? King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. You see, overall, I feel like your finances are going to be in check, but it's because of your resourcefulness, not because things are pouring in. There may be some collaborations with friends or business partners that are keeping you afloat. For some of you, there's a side hustle. Queen of Swords. Forewarned is forearmed. Strength is reversed. Why is strength reversed, Spirit Guides? And I dropped the card. I'm not sure that's the right one. Spirit Guides, why is strength reversed? The Sun. You wouldn't be interrupting my tarot reading, would you? Okay, anyway. Ten of Pentacles. But why is strength reversed? I mean, the Ten of Pentacles, that's a great card. Overall, your family unit is going to be strong in spite of the arguments, I think. But yeah, you're still going to be feeling some financial loss. It's not going to be everything you've dreamed of. But with this Seven of Pentacles here, and I believe we had Judgment earlier, things will get better. It won't be like this forever. And, you know, this isn't even finances for some of you. This is just like a more, I don't want to say spiritual poverty. You seem like very spiritual people. It's more of a relationship. It's just like a happiness sort of thing is what I'm getting off of this, for the most part. Because there's so many good financial cards here, so many strong ones, that I don't feel like we should be worried over the Five of Pentacles coming out toward the end of the reading. Especially not when it's accompanied with the Seven of Pentacles, which is working on your manifestations. So, if anything, I'm just going to say wait. Maybe not this year. Maybe this isn't your year. But next year will be your year, I think. Spirit Guides, will next year be their year? Well, there aren't very many more cards we can draw. We drew all the happiest ones already. Realistically, we can't expect anything else to pop out. I mean, not a lot of cards left to draw from. Ace of Wands. And what was that just fell out? Ooh, I twisted my foot trying to grab the cards with my feet. Heartbreak in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands upright, Ace of Wands. I think next year will be a better year for you. Actually, I'm going to shuffle all the cards to get a more accurate... Spirit guides, what is the next year going to be like? Queen of Wands. Upright, she's a really good card. Yeah. This reading isn't over yet, by the way. I did Moonology for the last group, so I'm going to do Moonology for this group as well. Spirit guides, is there anything to look forward to in November? It's an awful long time with nothing popping out. I'm sorry you guys are gonna have such a shitty November. Maybe you picked the wrong stack. Spirit guides, tell me about their November. Okay, that prompted a response. What do you need to release? Waning moon. So this time, come the waning moon, which the moon is waning right now, cast a spell for what you want the moon to carry away with it as it transcends into the new moon. And that will help your... Because, like, you can avoid every... You don't have to have a crappy November, realistically. If you prepare for this correctly, and you're really careful to avoid arguments, or if you are strong enough to endure arguments, then it won't be such a bad month. Spirit guides, anything else? We also have waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. And balsamic moon, the time for healing. Well, this has not been a very exciting reading. I was going to say weekend. I don't know why. Oh, well, I guess they can't all be great, wonderful readings. But I really encourage you to use the law of attraction to, you know, just kind of law of attract your way out of this mess, because there's no reason for you to suffer like this. I feel like you can have a much better time with enough effort. So anyway, that was your November. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, subscribe. Have a wonderful month. Force it to be a wonderful month. And blessed be motherfuckers. See y'all. Okay, for those of you who chose Founding Day, this is your reading. First, I'm going to read from the book of the Raven's Wand Oracle, because you chose Founding Day for a reason. Alright. Founding Day. The founding banner marks the day, 50 years before, when Wildwood Coven was founded. Kathy Wallace looks off into the distance, but she is mindful, firm in stance, and aware. The jackdaws ride the winds, scouting the terrain ahead like extensions of her consciousness. With this knowledge, Kathy can afford to take her time, walk with confidence, and appraise her actions. When we are mindful, we can foresee the consequence of our actions and make informed choices. Remember that mindfulness applies to all we do. The task doesn't need to be momentous or grand to qualify for focused or joyful action. Okay, so from this, I'm getting that you guys are very mindful, careful people who are always thinking ahead and appraising their present, and thinking about how that's going to affect your manifestations. If there was any group that was into the law of attraction, it's definitely this one. But on the flip side, you may often wonder, you may have a hard time thinking of a manifestation as something that can come to you, because you see yourself as having to work for everything you get, when in reality, some things just kind of come to you naturally. Let's find out what's happening in your first week of November. Spirit guides, what is this group's first week of November going to be like? Okay. I think I flipped it the wrong way. It wasn't flipped over. So we got the Nine of Wands. Alright. I think I forgot what the Nine of Wands is. Let me make sure before I embarrass myself, alright? Even though I'm already embarrassing myself by pulling out the book. Yeah, you're being prepared, you're being vigilant. Just like Founding Day. Experience has shown that in this situation there is trouble brewing. Very likely this is some sort of ongoing battle or repeating issue or cycle, perhaps with a job, a social group, or in a relationship. There is some weariness in this card, as if you are tired of fighting the same fight over and over again. Unfortunately, unless something changes, it is a case of same stuff, different day. Come on. Same shit, new day. That's what it is. So be ready to do battle again, or stop the cycle. Spirit guides. Oh, no. Was this just me dawdling around? Spirit guides. Are these cards meant to be in the reading? Because I wasn't really thinking or meditating on a question. Okay. Okay, I just got distracted and I started thinking about doing readings at, like carnivals and stuff, and how some people would remove all the worst cards in the deck, and my two least favorite cards in this entire deck both came out. So, you do not have the Tower, you do not have the Five of Pentacles, at least not yet, at least not in your first week of November, so don't panic. Sorry about that. That threw me off too. Alright, we're gonna ask a question now. Spirit guides, first week of November, what are we fighting about? What battle is happening, I mean, should I say. I want to say fighting about because there was a lot of tension in the last group. It seems like they were having one of those types of holidays. Spirit guides, please tell us about this battle. The Chariot. Some of you are going to be having car troubles. I hate to say it. All I have to say is love, attract your way out of that, because car troubles are a pain. Bad luck. Yeah, some of you are just having general bad luck, if not car troubles. The wheel just doesn't seem to be turning in your favor. Same shit, new day. Is there anything good happening in this first week, Spirit Guides? Oh, I got distracted again. No wonder cards weren't coming out. Alright, first week of November. Anything good happening? What's good in the first week of November? I feel like I've been shuffling forever. What's good in the first week of November? Okay, I was about to say nothing. I was about to say nothing's good, but with the Nine of Cups, it seems some kind of wish you had is coming true. So that's good. 8 minutes passed, and so far we have 5 cards. I'm sorry. Sometimes, guys, it just be like this. What about our second week? Or what kind of wish is coming true? Spirit guides, what kind of wish is coming true? They don't want me to tell you, I don't think, because it could be different for everybody, and they want me to save my cards for the readings. So let's move on to the second week. Second week, there's going to be some kind of a disappointment, some kind of a letdown. Which makes sense, you know, you get a blessing, you get a letdown. You get a blessing, you get a letdown. Life is full of ups and downs. And you know that better than anyone else because you're better at preparing for these ups and downs. And I feel like this, this Nine of Cups that you got right here in the timeline is because of your doing. You got this because you looked ahead and you found it. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. You guys just did it. It's like you pulled it out of the future or something. I have no idea. I'm just the reader. I can't... Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles. Not gonna lie, he's not my favorite card. This is cute, but like, it's about working hard today so your blessings can come tomorrow. So I feel like some of this disappointment may be because of this Nine of Cups, because one of your wishes came true, and it might not have been the one you wanted. If this was the Ten of Cups, I'd say you got exactly what you wanted. But this is the Nine of Cups, so you got something that was lower on the priority for you. And now you're still trying to manifest. So that way, let's see, what What are you guys manifesting, spirit guides? What are they manifesting? Hold on. I will use my Romani Oracle for this. Well, it's actually called the Gypsy Oracle cards, but I've heard that Gypsy is a slur. I've heard it depends on how you use it, and I've also heard that it's just a slur, period, so I don't want to use it even if that is what the cards are called, but yeah, that is what it's called. So, anyway, what are we trying to manifest here? Cheerfulness in reverse. Well, I guess I don't really need to read reversals with this one. The end of hard days is what I'm getting out of that. Spirit guides, what are we trying to manifest here? What things are the people who were drawn to this group, this collective? What is this collective manifesting? Old woman, frivolity. Conversation, lover. Let's draw a couple more. Gift. Sorrow. Alright. So definitely I feel like a lot of you have been having hard times with finances and resources, and also in the love department. Now, that's not for everybody. This is just the collective, and that does check out because the most common manifestations are money and love. But also I'm getting kind of weighed down, like there's a depression in this group, and you're manifesting things to try to get the depression to go away. For some of you, very specific, there's an older woman in your life that you're trying to manifest to get better, or who is central to your manifestations in some way. And with this frivolity card, you want your life to not have to be so serious all the time. Okay, thank you, Romani Oracle. So you're waiting on your manifestation. I dropped the card again. Cheerfulness. Is that about it for the second week working on that manifestation? Dropped it again. King of Cups. But if I'm being honest, I found him upside down. Excuse me. This book always says interesting things about the court cards that other books don't say about the court cards, so I'm going to look him up. King of Cups reversed, disconnected emotionally, childish, pouting, melancholy. Yeah, it's almost like you're upset you didn't get your way, which I'm not judging you for that, because I totally understand. But anyway, what it says for the King of Cups is he is moved by matters of the heart. Experience and authority have not made him cynical or shifted his focus to the bottom lines of outcomes. He works hard to create deep and meaningful connections between people, especially in group settings such as families, work teams, or organizations. Being motivated by emotions means that he is sensitive and caring, but if things don't go his way, he can revert to childish behavior, pouting, and manipulation. So yeah, I'm seeing you as this King of Cups. Things are not going your way in November by the second week. Let's check out the third week, because I refuse to believe that it's all disappointment from here on out. What about the third week of November? I dropped them again! You're resistant to this message, I can tell. You're like, nah, this isn't mine. I'm gonna click off. This isn't for me. But it's for you. I feel like things are still... You're still very diligently trying to attain your manifestation by the third week, but things are moving slow. But that's actually kind of a good sign, really, because things were not moving at all before. So if they're moving slowly, at least they're moving. You know, at least this is something that's in motion. In motion. I cannot talk. In motion. What about the fourth week? Spirit guides, what will we have by the fourth week? Temperance in reverse. Okay, think trying to mix oil and water and failing. Page of Cups. Reaching out. The World. Alright, so I don't see your manifestation, the big one, coming through this month. I'm sorry to say that because I know that's so disappointing. But what else is going on? The Empress. Now is a great time for you to get super creative. Especially if your manifestation would benefit from creativity. Definitely, this is a creative time for you. This is also a time where you're going to try your best to save your money, but it's not going to pan out as well as you would have hoped. Why the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands? You're getting really frustrated, I can tell. But you're still working hard. And I think that's admirable. You know, it's only normal to get frustrated. And I know the cards are pretty much just saying you're childish, and that's what I'm getting from Spirit. But I at least admire your drive. Because not everyone has this drive. You know, it's a special thing. And I don't see you giving up this November. And because of that, your reward will come to you. I'm convinced of it. Yeah. We've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a terrible card upright. But we got it in reverse. And so that means this is the end of a hard time. So this could... And this is what you have to look forward to. If you keep on working through it. You may even be able to prove me wrong and get your manifestation in this month of November if you keep working at it. That's what I'm seeing for you. Next, I'm going to draw from the Moonology Oracle. Spirit guides, can we have some advice for attaining this manifestation that's taken over their November to the point where I couldn't even see anything else? Prosperity lies ahead. You have to remember that prosperity lies ahead. Don't live in the past, live in the future. That's another message from me. It is time to take action. Alright. I think you know what that means as a manifester. Emotions are running high, so take advantage of this. Use your emotions to manifest. Use them to your advantage in your manifestation. And this is another card, especially for those of you who really resonated with Old Woman when I drew that under manifestations. You and your loved ones are safe. Well, this reading has been a little bit shorter than the other readings, but I feel like you just have that one-track mind. And, I don't know. Spirit guides, is there anything else going on in November? Let's do more before we close out. Is there anything else going on in November other than this manifestation? Excuse me. Hiccup. Okay. So prepare for a new love, or a deepening of a love you already have for somebody. Also, you're feeling a little burdened, and you may be thinking about letting go of one of those burdens to lighten your load just slightly. And that should make it easier for you to carry through. As for the Six of Coins, I'm going to get out my guidebook before I say something potentially stupid. Yeah, you may, upside down, this can mean stinginess, denial of help, unfair financial impositions, unwilling to accept help, or unable to provide help. And for you guys, I feel like you're having a hard time helping others during this time because your burdens are just too great. Like, there's just too much going on in your own life for you to think about other people. And I know that sounds awful, but sometimes it is what it is. If anything, you should be receiving help during this time, not giving it, is what I'm getting. And remember to be grateful for the things you have, because that'll help put you in a higher vibration to receive more things. And with new moon in Aquarius, I'm seeing to bring love into the situation. Use love to your advantage to manifest. Maybe this new love that's coming into your life will be able to help you out. course, this love offer may not be one you're interested in. And I'm not feeling that excitement, so I'm guessing this is somebody for most of you that you're not interested in, but... Anything else, Spirit Guides? You are very close to achieving your goal. Now that's a message that's more up your alley. The Ace of Cups, man, another love offer. You get plenty of those, but you're very close to achieving your goal. Now you're excited. That's what I feel for you, at least. And we also got the Balsamic Moon, so now it's time for healing. Well, I'm a little more satisfied for your reading now that we got, you know, these two messages right here. The end of hard times, and you're close to achieving your goal. Yeah, so this was a rough reading to get through, but if it ends well, then it ends well, and that's good. So I am excited for you. And that's all. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers. See y'all. Bye. Alright. Guys, I'm having a really hard time getting in touch with your energy. This is about the zillionth time I have tried to get in touch with you. So I'm going to need you to start off this reading by saying, Spirit Guides, please connect me with Crowman's energy, and please connect Crowman's energy with mine. Because I'm just not... getting good readings. And by that I just mean that it's not making sense, the readings I'm getting. And it just seems like you're a little closed off, like you're a little hard to trust. I mean, not as in it's hard to trust you, but it's hard for you to trust other people. I may be a new reader to you, because I'm not familiar with this energy at all. So, if you may be new to this channel, in which case, hello. Or you may be... I doubt you're new to tarot readings in general, but you may be new to me as a tarot reader. I'm going to start by reading from the Ravenswand Oracle book. Winter's Throne. Before returning as Blackwand, Sunday Flowers was Solstice Queen, a high-ranking ambassador for magic. Understanding that she represented a living figurehead for witchcraft, she wielded splendor and majesty and conducted herself with total dedication. Although proud and even a little arrogant, she accepted that she was merely magic's servant. It takes a strong will to bask in glory and know that it isn't yours personally. Ego tempts us to believe credit should always belong to us, when in truth, satisfaction of a job well done is often reward enough. Okay, so that's your energy. That's who you are. You are... what was her name? You are Sunday Flowers. I'll get you a close-up on this card. So, let's start with the card that represents the overall... Okay, your first week of November overall is the Hierophant in reverse. Spirit Guides, why the Hierophant in reverse? the Ace of Pentacles meant to be which way? Spirit guides, is the Ace of Coins in the correct position? What about the Hierophant? Alright. So I'm seeing a new financial venture of some sort. Okay, I can't show you this card. I'm gonna remove the Devil from this reading because the card has nipples on it. Okay, so it gave me 2 cards to replace the Devil with. Alright, we got the Tower in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm really seeing that you recently had a Tower moment. You may have lost something, like, I'm not getting anything dramatic like you lost your family, but you may have lost whatever the Ten of Pentacles would represent to you. Now, Ten of Pentacles, it's that card, you know, you got a house, a family, plenty of savings in the bank, it's something like that. And then with the Hierophant in reverse, I feel like there's somebody who's disrespecting you that doesn't see your power. Like, you see your power, you know you have power, but for some reason there's somebody in your life who's giving you shit and they don't recognize your greatness at all. And that's been frustrating for you. Spirit guides, am I on the right track? Alright. What else is going on? Because normally when I draw the Hierophant, I see it as a card of religion, of authority, of education. But because you are Winter's Throne, and it's reversed, I'm reading this Hierophant kind of like you. You may have recently gotten a promotion at work, but it's just not panning out. I did kind of get that in my last attempt at contacting your energy. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and Strength in reverse. You are a powerful person, do not doubt that at all. You're just having a hard time tapping into it this first week of November. You're a little off your game. And you may be reflecting a lot on the past during this time. Spirit guides, what are we seeing in the past? What is this past that we are reflecting on? Is it that Tower moment? That's too many cards. Spirit guides, what is in Winter's Throne's past that is weighing heavily on their mind? I need you to open up for me. Okay. Somebody bamboozled you in some way. They stole something from you. You feel like, and it could be money or a physical item, but I feel more this sense that you've been robbed of... I don't want to say it unless it's... Can I have a confirmation? Am I on the right track here? The Emperor. They may have made you feel like a fool, like you were less than. It could be, alright, that sounds like the present, so it could be that you're thinking on other times in your life and you're wondering, am I really this, top bitch that I think I am? And you are. You are. It's just... at this time, things aren't going so well. I'm done with the first week of November. You're just gonna have to attract your way out of that one. Say, nope, this is not for me. I do not claim this energy. What about the second week of November? What's going on in the second week of November? Alright, we got the 8 of Swords reversed. And the 10 of... the 10 of Cups. Alright, at this point you're starting to realize that the bindings on you are not actually tight enough to hold you back. And a lot of them are self-imposed, so it's a pretty easy trap to get out of. So, I don't think this funk is gonna last for long. Yeah, you're moving on from certain burdens. There's some kind of burden that you're definitely moving on from. I see that very clearly with the 6 of Swords. I don't know what's going on with your career or what, but... Alright, we got the Page of Swords and Justice both reversed. Why the Page of Swords and Justice reversed? The Empress. I'm not seeing anything. You're really hard to read for. I don't want to restart this over and over again like I have been. We're going to try to power through it. Okay, there's some kind of wish you had that's not coming true. The world is your oyster. I heard that. I don't even know what that means, honestly. But I heard it. Boy. I wish you were easier to read for. I know it's gotta be your energy because I was on a roll with all the other groups. Or some walls you have up, but with this one I've been trying for 2 days to see your... I mean, is this even resonating with you? I just don't know. What is this wish that's not coming true? Let's find that out. Alright, we got a couple options for wishes you had that didn't come true. For some of you, it has something to do with a doctor. It could be that there's an illness you have that's not going away. A mental illness for some of you. Or something about your mental health not really panning out. Or it could be that you hoped you would marry a doctor and that didn't pan out, or you hoped you would be a doctor, that didn't pan out, something like that. Something to do with a doctor, some wish that's become abundantly true that it's not coming true. Malady. Yeah, with malady, I feel a lot of you have a sickness. Now, for others of you, this wish that's coming true, not coming true, excuse me, is you were hoping for surprise money to happen. You're trying to manifest money and it's not coming to you this week. Maybe another week, but not this one. But, I don't see you struggling so much. I see you leaving behind most of your burdens. Like, if it's not working for you, you have no problem cutting you off. It could even be a person. Yeah, the Hermit. It could even be that you're cutting people out of your life that don't need to be in it because they're just causing you to feel ill. I hope this is resonating. Of course, if it's not, you can always pick another group. Alright, we got Judgment in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Why, though? Do they want to pursue a relationship? Okay, I'm getting that you want to pursue a relationship. But you're feeling too judged? No. Does this person have a lot of eyes on them? Okay. You have a lot of eyes on you. You're like a public figure. For someone here, maybe even, like, I'm getting like a celebrity chased by the paparazzi, so you want to hide your relationships. I don't know. I don't know. I could hardly believe that somebody like that would be here watching a tarot reading from me when you could be getting a private reading. But then again, some people just like to watch these for fun. Alright, Queen of Coins. That's definitely your energy. Ace of Cups, a new love. Alright. I got this Two of Pentacles, this balance card. And you're being called to balance a new love that's entering your life with your nurturing ability. That's a weird message. See, that's what I mean. I'm getting a lot of weird, confusing messages out of you. I don't know. Page of Cups, yeah. Somebody is coming into your life with a love message. It could be that this Two of Pentacles here is here to tell me to refer back to past readings and past messages I got. And one thing I did get was a partner that was coming into your life, but I read it as a negative. And I wasn't really sure why I was reading it as a negative, but it could just be that you're very pessimistic when it comes to love. Because you're a catch, alright? You're the queen of coins. You can turn trash into treasure. You can make a home out of nothing. But you're not so sure this person is for you. Yeah. They may not be as giving. I feel like you have more to bring to the table, and that's why it's coming up as a negative. Not so much that they're a bad person, just that you bring more to the table and you know it. Glad I finally figured that out, because it's been driving me crazy for the past hour or so. Alright. Now, the second week is not a good time for travel. I don't know why. We're going to move on because we've been doing this. Actually, I'm going to reshuffle these. No, I'm not. We're going to move on to the third week of November. Spirit guides, what can we expect from, let's see, the 14th to the 21st, basically? The King of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Alright, you may have a hard time getting along with this partner, but you can't deny that some terrible times are coming to an end. I don't know if it's because of this partner or not. Spirit guides, are these two cards related? No. I've had to get the pendulum out more times than any with this reading. So, bad times are coming to an end. That's good. And then we got the King of Wands here. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. There may be a third party, like, I hate to say that. Alright, Queen of Wands upright, Three of Wands upright, and Death upright. And is that all related to the King of Wands in reverse? Yeah. You are the Queen of Wands. You're also the Queen of Pentacles, but you are the Queen of Wands. This partner is the King of Wands in reverse. I heard that the third party is liquor, for some of you. They may not be able to control themselves very well. And that may be giving you pause. And with death, I feel like you're thinking about ending it. Spirit guides, what is the nature of this relationship? The Lovers in reverse. Last time it appeared upright, so I'm going to ask, Spirit guides, is the Lovers in the correct position right now? No. It was right the last time? Yeah. I'm surprised this card came out twice with the exact same question I answered, even if it did come out in a different position. I think it's trying to remind me, okay, you were on the right track. So this is a loving connection. It's just you're having a hard time seeing through their flaws. which I'm sorry, they're just not as good as you. You're gonna have a hard time finding somebody who is like a suitable king to your queen energy. It's just not gonna be easy. This person wants to marry you. Like, already, though. Not gonna lie, this came out twice. This came out twice. They want to marry you, sorry. Or should I say congratulations? Whichever fits, whichever fits. I feel like you have some mild concern here with that. High Priestess, you're going to be very in tune with your intuition during this time. This person may be a twin flame, and connecting with them may help you. I haven't gotten a twin flame message in a long time. Love is blind. That's something I got. Yeah, I haven't gotten any kind of twin flame messages in a long time doing readings. I'm not even sure I believe in twin flames. But something about being with this person is making you more psychic. I'm getting. That's very strange. Not sure if this is a love that's coming to you this month or if this love already came to you. But I feel like this is somebody you know. And if it's not resonating, then there may not be a pile for you in this stack. Or should I say, there may not have been an option for you to choose from that was correct if this is not resonating. Or parts of it may have resonated, but other parts may not have. I think I'll move on to the 4th week of November now. Spirit guides, what can we expect in the 4th week of November? Alright, 4th week of November. Here we go. In the 4th week of November, you're taking a very well-deserved rest. That makes sense. It is Thanksgiving. Prepare for some fighting, though. There may be some arguments at Thanksgiving dinner. Especially if you come from one of those families. Spirit just wants you to be armed, just in case. And come with your, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not democratic. You know, like, think of yourself as the family's ambassador to each other. Because I forget the word that I'm actually looking for. Justice. It really wants me to remember the word that I'm looking for. Something about it's gonna click for you. I might have to edit it back in when I think of it. It's the word for when you can resolve conflicts with your grace. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need the word. I don't need the word. You don't need the word. You know what I'm talking about. Temperance. Yeah, mixing oil and water together. Which is impossible, but you could make it happen. People will get along and be calm because of you and your presence. You could be the matriarch of your family. King of Coins. Page of Swords. Beware of a reversed Page of Swords in your life. For the most part, this is going to be calm. Everything's going to go right with your relationship, but with the Page of Swords in reverse, there's somebody who's immature. They're witty, they're very smart, but they love to push people's buttons. And they're going to cause you some problems during this last week of November. Well, I suppose there's still a couple days, because there's a little more than 4 weeks. Let's get some more messages. Okay, recording exceeded. If it goes over 30 minutes. Well, let's see. This month, I don't see your manifestations coming true unless it's love. But, which I don't think it is for you. I think you're more of a financially minded person. And exactly what you want isn't coming your way, but you're working on it. You're working on it and you'll get it eventually. The Hanged Man. You can be a very stoic person when you need to be. Yeah, I'm not really getting much. I guess this is what it feels like to try to force a message. I hope that this resonated with you. You're a fascinating person. I'm just having a hard time getting in touch with your energy. Oh, I am using the Mystical Manga Tarot, by the way. I will have links to all the decks that I used in this reading in the description. The deck I used for the wish that wasn't being granted was the Gypsy Oracle cards. But I've started calling them the Romani Oracle cards because I heard Gypsy is a slur, but it's called Gypsy Oracle cards, but, you know. Just laying that out there. I wish it was called Romani instead. Well, I guess that's all. I've finally done this after several hours of trying. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Again, I hope it resonated. And if it didn't, I'm sorry. But your energy was very hard to get in touch with, I will say that. Alright, I guess that's it. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfucker. See ya.